What's going on, Man Cup Live? We are back again. Your boy went up there, had a good little weekend at the CC Power Sports Derby Spring event with my man Deshaun Willer. Thank you and Michael Willer for y'all putting that event on for us up there in Kentucky, man. And Ohio Valley Dragway had a great time. Unfortunately, Mother Nature, as she does sometimes, she brings a little disruption, but we had a very good time, enjoyed getting together with my buddies and stuff, and all my racing friends, fans who ain't seen them, since the last year up there. And I want to say I really appreciate the support, both morally, financially, and so forth, that you all give. Our series is much appreciated. I also like to appreciate the fans who reached out to me and told us what a good job we were doing with trying to get the Man Cup series going on. Big Boss, come on, man. Let me talk to me, man. You was up there too.
Oh yeah, we
Talk
had
to
a
me.
good time up there. I believe we could have went deep up in there. The bike was running good. You
Yes,
felt a
sir.
good tune up, and I think we would have had. I think would have been it would been some good racing at the
Man,
rain
it
hadn't
was
came.
it was some hitters up there though. The 4-6, all the classes had some big
It-
hitters up there.
yeah, it was some hitters up there, man. The regular boys were there,
Yes, sir.
but I think we could have went deep though. I think the bike was running that good. We could have went deep, man. We could have went deep. If we could have just got another couple more rounds in. You
That's
know.
right. And so
But the
for
bike
the
ready
man,
though. The bike ready. So one thing, you got the bike ready to go. So whenever you bring it back out, it's ready to go.
oh yeah, well the boss man himself, I took 2020 out. If y'all don't know, I took 2020 out myself and played a little bit this weekend, last past weekend. I don't
That's
get to do
right.
much of that while we trying to make sure the Man Cup show goes on. But speaking of the
Hey,
Man Cup, yes,
what
sir.
about this man we got on tonight? What about this
Oh
man got
man,
the outlaw man, the 190 man,
the
the hookup man?
190hookup.com, Rob Bush Motorsport. Yeah, we definitely got them coming up. But before we get to that right there, I want to address some news we got for the Manufacturers Cup. We're going to be at the Rumble at the Rock coming up May 19th through the 21st at Rockingham Dragway. And for y'all who don't know, we got the 10,000 to the winner this weekend. This coming at that event for the Pro Ultra 460 winner. $10,000. We need 32 bike lock in to make the bet go good. Now check this out, other racing classes. This ain't just gonna be for the 460 class. We just had to finish some unfinished business that we had
That's right.
from the last World Final. We just didn't get off. But check this out.
That's right.
We're gonna start doing this pot increase on all these classes when we have a special coming up. We're gonna call them our specials, our Man Cup specials. Where we
Right.
might
Right.
have something that would you show up with this many bike, pre-register them, and we're gonna get them up there. We're gonna throw a big purse at them, and it's gonna be special for that class this weekend. Also, in the works, we're gonna have a Man Cup lottery where we're gonna take the first 32 bikes that register in all the classes, put them in a box, pull them out, and whoever that winner is, they're gonna win a free tech card and 2 gate entries to the event.
That's right.
We're gonna put them
That's right.
32 in a box, like we say, 32 in the bag, and we're gonna pull a lucky winner out that's gonna win a tech card and 2 event admissions. And that will start at our Rocket City Nationals. We're gonna have to get a little bit more work figured out right here to make sure we can do our part right. But at the Rocket City Nationals, it's gonna be a class, a person to win. We need 32 bikes to enter, and in that 32 bikes plus, one of the winners, the first 32, somebody out that group right there, gonna win a free tech card. I know it sounds like something might be familiar from somewhere else you heard from, but hey, look, we're gonna give back regardless of how it go. And we're gonna
That's
start
right.
the Rumble to Rock with this 10,000 for 460. We're gonna have some new exciting grudge racing going on out there. Miss Bud Light Line, she was on last week with Jared Jones, Classic Cut, and he had a ball out here and got a lot of people to sit here and view the video that we had out last week. But check this out. We got a new exciting guest coming out, one of our sponsors. As always, I'd like to thank all of our sponsors, all of them, for being there for us, for the Manufacturers Cup, for trying to help keep supporting us through these times while we're trying to develop this racing program to make sure that our fans and our friends who does this as a hobby, some of them professional racers and so forth, have a very good place to continue to pursue their hobbies and pursue their goals in the motorsport, motorcycle drag racing industry. Thank all those sponsors as usual. We're gonna take a break and we're gonna bring you back with the man himself. There he is. As promised, we got my man Rob Bush of Rob Bush Motorsport, 190hookup.com. How you doing today, Rob? How you doing today, Rob?
I can't hear you
He
guys.
point. He said
We can
he
hear
can't
you. Come
hear.
on with it. You good?
Come on.
All right. Well, look here. We're gonna try to get Rob hooked up over here. We want to make sure y'all
Mm-hmm.
get a chance to hear him real good. I don't know why we were just hearing him loud and clear a few seconds ago. But Rob and Robinson Industry gonna be sponsoring our second Rockingham race at the Rock in August the 18th through the 20th. So he is a sponsor of ours. He's also an event sponsor. So we look forward. We want to see what's going on with him. But we've heard him loud and clear a few minutes ago. Like I told y'all, sometimes this technical stuff can get a little wacky, but we're gonna keep it moving. Big Boss, look here, man. You like that interview last week with old Jared Jones, man? Classic cut.
Man, he clown, man. You know he clown, man. Come on, man. Hey, he showed out, man. I just like to see how it started off again, where he sprayed a little spray and everything. Lord have
Yeah,
mercy. Hey, man, the man something else, man. I like him. I like dude, man. I can't wait to see him race again. Yeah, I
yeah,
can't
we
wait to
gonna.
see him race again.
Well, he did a little calling out down here, so we gonna have to make sure
Yeah,
he gonna
yeah.
be, because I know he going up to North Carolina. You know them boys up there like to cash them checks now.
Hey, man, look, little Willie and them got something for him. They bring, I think I heard they bringing something down there. I ain't gonna say too
Oh,
much about it, but they bringing a little outlaw bike just for him.
uh, so they got something
Yeah,
just for
yeah.
the classic cut guy.
Well, they got something for some outlaw racing. I know that,
Man,
and I
man,
know it's
man.
gonna be
But
some outlaw racing.
Miss Bella Line Tracy, she has set up a whole good little purse for him. But they once they lock in, buy in, it's gonna be on. I see it's a
Yes,
good little hit
yeah.
right there.
Hey, man, I can see
So
good action Saturday night with the Grudge after you done did all your qualifying that evening, and then turn them Grudge boys loose, man. It's gonna, yeah, man, 2-3 hours of that. Yeah, that's gonna be a good show, man.
that's what's up. I can't wait to get to Rockingham. We only got about another week and a half, or we ain't gonna be we'll be making our
Shit,
way up
just
there
next
ourselves.
week.
That's
Next week,
right.
man. Next week.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah, cause
That's
you
right.
gotta leave. You leaving that Wednesday. I know.
I'll be up there on Wednesday, so I got 1 week
Yeah, so
exactly.
come on. Shit, that's like just next week for you.
That's right. How we looking on Mr. Bush over there? We able to get something with him, Mr. V?
I guess Vert.
All right, here we go. Try him again. Part 2.0. We got Rob Bush on the
Yeah,
line.
he smiling, man.
190hookup.com.
We got him. He
Yeah,
smiling, man. Yeah, he got it. He here now. Yeah, he
I
here
How
can
you
hear
with
you
doing
dude.
guys
today,
Come
now.
on,
Rob?
man.
Who we got
So
over there?
what's
Let's
happening,
hear
Hollywood? How you doing, Mr. Pinky?
from
How you doing, sir?
we
I'm
doing
doing
good. We
well.
Come
doing
on, talk
good.
to us. Come on, talk to us.
Well, look here, Rob. I want to get you on here because obviously you one of our sponsors of an event, but you know you're a long time racer, supplier of racing motorcycle parts. Tell the folks a little bit about who you are and what you do, Rob, before we get started.
Uh, we're we're one of the top distributors out there now for a lot of these major companies. CP Corella, JE Pistons, Megacycle Cams. I mean, you name it, all the way down the line. And it's thanks to our customer base, and we've been doing this 30 something years. You got to figure we opened back here in 1991. So we've got a pretty long history. Treat the customer fairly, um, give them advice. That goes a long way. We get a lot of calls. We sell to a lot of engine builders, but
Mm-hmm.
help the customer. You go to the track, you see somebody struggling, go up and give them some pointers, and people remember that type stuff.
That's
Customer
right.
service is what it is.
That's right. So how did you get started? How did you all get started in the motorcycle parts distribution center? I mean, retail sales and so forth. How long you say you've been in business for 31 years now? 30 some years?
Yeah, yeah, we opened up here in November 4th of 1991,
Mm-hmm.
and it just kind of grew. I when I first started. I was working in the shop, in the body shop and stuff like that, and was paying somebody to build our stuff. And if you get shitted, then you kind of take it upon yourself. And I came back, built my first bike, took it to Orangeburg, South Carolina, and it was fast, and it just kind of grew from there. Somebody said, "Hey, can you build me a bike?" And it started from there. And then the parts business started growing, and the trackside racer support stuff, we started, really pushing that. Um, Back before even the My Rock days, when it was just the Rock series.
Right.
There were just a couple of sponsors out there, helping Steve Earwood get that bike program going, and then Jason Miller kind of saw what was going on, and then that's what became the My Rock series.
Right. So were you ever you were a rider? I remember you riding as motorcycles for a while for yourself as well, right?
Oh yeah, and I've got an all motor bike sitting out there in the trailer. We're gonna run the thing at Rockingham. I've been testing it down at Darlington, but I think this coming weekend at Rockingham, I'm gonna put Corey James on there. He's about 35 pounds lighter than I am,
Uh huh.
and these new all motor combinations, it's a grudge style bike, long,
Uh huh.
real lightweight, all motor. Got a little mix of some Larry McBride special in there, so
Got a little
we're
pop
gonna
in there,
bring that.
huh?
We're gonna bring that thing out, and try to put us a number on the board for ourselves this weekend.
Well, look here, check this out. One thing I know that you have been a big part of is that grudge scene. Now, I've known that for a while. You seem to have a lot of following in the grudge world. I mean, so what's up? You got the Rockingham event coming up in your backyard. This is a good
Yep.
prelude to the 190hookup.com that'll be coming back to you in August. So we get to see what kind of participation we're gonna see probably about a good week and a half from now, about a week and a half from now. We'll be at the Rock. So now we'll get to
Yeah.
see what you got going and what we expect for later on in the year, right?
Yes, sir. I was at Kings of Grudge this past weekend in Orangeburg, South Carolina. I talked it up, handed out flyers, stuff like that. Um, a lot of the engine builders and tuners up there in North Carolina who do all these other grudge bikes, I talked to them. So let's build that back up. So a lot of them are excited. We know it's a new racetrack. Everybody wants to get up there and check it out. So hopefully we have a really good grudge contingent, show up for this event, and let's build that back up at Rockingham. It was huge before, so I think we can bring that back there also,
I mean,
especially
I
with Miss
look,
Tracy, promoting.
yeah,
That's
she's
right.
done a wonderful job, bringing some motorcycles to the table. I mean, then we had our boy over there, Jared Jones, was calling out a little bit, calling some
Yeah.
folks out last time we had him on the show last time. We ain't got no answer for him, do we, there, Rob?
Now custom cuts, that's one crazy guy, ain't he? He's
Yeah,
funny.
yeah.
But
It's something
it's
else.
always about the sport. I mean, I've been watching him for years. I don't really personally know him, but I know
Right.
that he used to, have some really quick bikes that Billy Vos and stuff was helping him with. Now he's out there on them 14s, and I see him them
Yeah.
guys in there
Yeah.
talking all that smack. I just kind of stay away
Yeah.
from that, and we'll help anybody out there. So
That's right. So with the business of motorcycle drag racing parts, are you the did you start this yourself, or was this a business that you and your dad got into initially,
um,
or is this what you came up with on your own?
no, it's just something that I really came up with on my own. We had always kind of done trackside support, and we we've had a lot of accounts, but I never had a website or anything like that. So one day I sat down and I said, what what can I sell that we can make, that you're making X amount of profit and do 10 of those a day. And it just kind of grew from there. And I've taken every dime that we've ever made, and invested back into parts to grow the
Mm-hmm.
parts, because we're racers. They want piston kits today. They don't want to hear 2 weeks, 2 months, or two
Right.
years
Right.
on a part. So
Mm-hmm.
I take everything that we make, we invest it back into bringing in new parts, creating new parts. Um, and a lot of it is the grudge stuff, where a lot of these events that we go to with the grudge stuff, you don't get a lot of the big names coming in there. So that the grudge guys have helped me grow even more. And they're all a great group, they're all great guys out there. So it just kind of started from scratch.
That's a niche. So it is a good niche market for, because every distributor and parts dealer, it's a culture for everybody. So you got to be able to get in, like they say, you got to get in where you fit in, and you can run with a tough group, and the more entertaining. There's a lot of entertainment as it relates to grudge. A lot of calling outs, and a lot of loud talking, loud music, and everything. But you seem to vibe easily within that demographic and to have fun doing it. So, are you still having fun doing it? That's what I want. Are you still having fun doing it?
Man, I love it. We help so many teams out there. It doesn't matter who they are, whether it's Brandon Woolfolk or them, um, Mantez Thompson, and his boy, my Highway 20 crew. I love them. Me and Mantez been racing together for years. We build a lot of their custom pistons for them. My buddy Mike Tian with the Prisoner. We've been doing this a long time. There's not a team out there. If HTP needs something, they know come to us and we're going to help them. Jeremy Teasley, all of those big names out there, they all know that we're going to be at a lot of these races, and we're going to have what they need when they need chains, sprockets, fuel, nitrous, whatever it is, tires. They know come find us, and we're going to help them no matter who it is.
Now I know you move a lot of those Shinko tires. I think that's what it is. Shinkos. Is that the
Yeah,
tires that you move? Unlaps, all those
yeah,
street tires. That's a lot of those street tires you move. A lot of those.
yep. That was one of our. That was actually there. It's not our biggest seller anymore because we've got the Dunlop out there now, which
Mm-hmm.
is a really really good tire. But that's what our name is actually modeled off of, is the 190 hookup. I was talking to a marketing guy one time, and he said, "Hey, what is your best selling product?" And I said, "Well, it's the 190 hookup tire." And he said, "Well, Google 190 hookup and see if it's available." And so I bought
Yeah.
it for $30.
Hey, I like the name. I got one to ask. That was going to be my next question. How'd you come up with the name 190
Right,
Hookup? I felt
right.
like it has with the tire, but I wanted to make sure I wasn't overstepping my boundaries by assuming it. So, but
Yep,
you
that's
you start
exactly what it's modeled after. Yep, was the 190 hookup. That's a big name out here in the motorcycle drag racing world. Everybody knows about a 190 hookup or a 200 hookup. So Googled it,
Right.
$30, bought it, and we also own Rob Bush Motorsports and a couple other ones. You got other ways to get to us, but that one just kind of stuck.
right. So when people want to order parts from you, the 190hookup.com, that's where you want them to go pretty much right now.
Correct. www.190hookup.com.
All right, we're gonna be right back. We're gonna
Don't
pay
do
a few
one
bills.
900 or 1 800 because you might get
Huh?
somewhere where you don't want to be. I said, don't go to 1 800 or 1 900 because you might get to somewhere you don't want to be and see some stuff you don't want to see. But you go to 190hookup.com and we got you covered.
All right, we're
I
gonna pay a
get you.
few bills. Right back. We're back. But look here, check this out. So we've been in racing for quite a while. You and I both, and there are a lot of new classes evolving. Some classes seem to be losing a little market share. I mean, overall, how do you see the health of motorcycle drag racing? And what do you think that we need to continue to do to continue to grow our industry?
Motorcycle drag racing is strong. I just think there are so many events and people have so much opportunity to go race that, but where, how, what I see is it's very, very strong. Yeah, we can continue to grow it, going after some of the younger crowd and stuff like that, and actually trying to get some of these. street racers off the street and get them to the track.
Mm-hmm.
I know there's some places around here they call Mexico and stuff like that, and they have 3, 4, 500 spectators out there in the road watching 8 motorcycles. So how can we get those 8 guys and get them off and get them over here to Rockingham and get that crowd to follow them over there?
I think that just goes along with making them feel like they're a part of the show. You know what I mean? Give them the ability to feel like they're appreciated for being there. You know, like Jared mentioned in the last conversation that he had not had so much fun at a Man Cup event, and I think that this goes back to us for understanding the culture, understanding, what the expectation needs to be. But on the flip side, what we do want the racers that are coming from the street racing and coming from the other series to understand is that when we race at these racetracks, these racetracks are bound by liability insurances and so forth. That makes it to where we need to have some discretion as to the safety part of the deal. And we want you to come, but you got to come mostly correct in terms of the safety things. What things could you advise the street racers and even some of the pro racers that might need to just pay attention to the details of the safety aspect? I mean, we've already ruled back on the diapers, giving people opportunities to meet the supply demand issue there. But any other things, like I see guys with tennis shoes, low top tennis shoes, things of that nature, they need to understand that we do want you to have a high top boot type racing shoe or some of that nature to protect yourself, and to also understand that it's not just the promoter and the event that's holding you back, but we're in partnerships with racetracks that have to protect their livelihood and their investments into these racetracks as well. What do we need? What message do we need to spread to get them there?
I think we just got to show them some love and show them that there's a bigger audience out there. They can race, they can put up their own pots. They have a safe venue to come to. You have safety stuff there. A lot of them don't want rules. If they want to do flashlight or go off, during the grudge stuff, you want to go off a flag man, a flashlight, we can set that up for it. That's easy stuff. But we've got personnel there that are looking out for them. By God, something happens. Like you see out there on the street all the time, and you hear about losing somebody. I mean, we got safety personnel there. We are going to require that you do follow some rules, but it's it's a hard road sometimes.
Right. Right. But we keep the rules basic enough for them to be able to enjoy themselves, but safe enough not to hurt them or the other opponent as well. Because that's the
Yeah, I
last thing you
mean,
want.
risk losing their motorcycles, their licenses, or their life.
That's
Right.
right.
And it's not just for the basic safety requirements. One of the things that I noticed that even at our last event, and I wanted to bring this up to our racers as well, is that make sure that you put the rear lights on your
Yeah.
bikes. Just put a real light on the motorcycle so we can see you. I mean, that was one of the things that was hard at the Manufacturers Cup Valdosta races. Once it got late, some of the bikes turned off. Was hard to see because it gets dark in the shutdown areas. And Rockingham is another one of those very long racetracks
Right.
where we need those lights. If nothing else, the light on the back of the bike to identify yourself when you turn it off so we can see it. And if you got it on one side of the bike, think about this. If you got it on the left side of your bike at Rockingham and you're taking a right turn, it's a good possibility we won't even see you when you're taking the right turn because it's covered up on the left side of the bike. So just common sense things that are in place. Me and you was also kind of shooting the breeze a little bit about eighth mile versus quarter mile racing, and there are some pros and cons both ways. However, our next race after the Rock will be in Steele, Alabama, at the Alabama International Dragway. We're gonna run all eighth mile event,
That's
period,
right.
because that's what the track offers us there, pretty much. But that'll be our only scheduled eighth mile event. And you and I was talking about that. So, what some of the pros and cons do you take from running eighth mile racing, Rob?
Well, the pros are that you don't have to tax your equipment quite as hard going out the back door. Um,
That's right.
you save a little bit all the way around.
That's right.
One of the downfalls to eighth mile racing that I've seen is that the really really long tracks like Rockingham or Valdosta that don't have an early turnoff, is you go out there, they run 8th mile, run 560, and they shut the bike off. Well, it takes them another 13 seconds or 14 seconds to get off the track, before you can send the next pair down. Where versus quarter mile, you're running 920, you get on through there and you're turning off the track, and the next pair is in the water
Right.
box. So maybe
Right.
we had to maybe start doing a riders meeting in every race and talk about that. That after you get through, hey, just don't get quite on your break. Know you got a long way, and be respectful of the
Right.
competitors behind you. And get down there and get off the track because the next pair is coming behind you.
Right. So we'll take another break and we're gonna come back and conclude it. Appreciate you having. I really appreciate you coming on here. I know it's kind of always reach out to the people kind of last minute because I already know in my mind who I want to bring up, and I knew I wanted to get you on here because we coming down to your home, one of your home tracks, local to
That's right.
you, and you being a sponsor of the event later on this year. This will be the J2 Connect Rumble at the Rock, which is sponsored by my mechanical contracting company and presented by the African Americans Racers Association, which is my VP's business as well. So we'll take a little break, be right back, and we'll take it to the end. All right, Rob, you got anything you want to close out with, man? You want to get them hyped up to get them out there? Come on with it, Rob. We need it.
Yeah, I'm trying to get them out there best I can, but believe you me, I'm really excited to get back to Rockingham. After all the upgrades and everything that they've made, really looking forward to it. Everybody's got a positive attitude. A lot of the people that I talked to, let's get back there and let's build this and work with them, work with Hollywood Drag Racing, work with Man Cup, and let's just keep building what we've got. We're all on the right path.
I appreciate that, Rob. And look here, man. Big Boss, how about you, man? You got any closing remarks before we roll out of here today?
I'm ready. I'm ready to get out there next week. It's just next Wednesday, man.
That's
We
right.
just we
That's
on
right.
our way next Wednesday. That's just a week from now.
That's right. Well, look here, man. I appreciate you all both tuning for getting on the live with us tonight. And like I said, and Rob told you, if you want to catch up with him, you can hit him at 190hookup.com. He got what you need on the shelf. He got those CP Gorilla pistons over the back of his shelf, and I know he got plenty of ties hanging around that warehouse over there and all kind of parts as well. I
Yes,
know
sir.
the good thing about the sponsors, all you guys seem to work together. From the MTCs to the 190 hookup, Paul Gas, all you all work as a community. And that's a beautiful thing to know that all you all do the same thing, but you all support each other closely. So that's a
100%.
beautiful, and we really love that about the motorcycle sport. I really love that about y'all distributors and part suppliers. That if one don't have it, you never hear no one say that don't check the other person. You always refer people over to the next person, or whatever. So that's much
100%.
respect. Much respect. And like I said, can't wait to see you at Rockingham, and we're gonna make it go down, man. Until next time, man, Cup Live. We'll see y'all on next week. Love y'all. Peace.
Peace out, good people.
All right.